Good day, everyone. Have you ever wondered why some students learn faster, understand lessons better, and remembers information longer than the others? The answer lies not just telling in intelligence, but in how we manage our own thinking. Today, I am going to present to you metacognition theory, often described simply as thinking about thinking. It is proposed by John Clavel and further developed by other educators. This theory explains how we become aware of our own learning processes, control how we understand lessons, and adjust our strategies to achieve better results. In this report, we will explore what metacognition really means, its key components, how it works, and why it is considered one of the most important skills for successful learning. Let us begin. What is metacognition? Metacognition means thinking about one's own thinking. It is the learner's ability to be aware of how they learn, understand their strengths and weaknesses, control and adjust their strategies. In simple terms, students move from I studied to I studied using a strategy that works for me. There are two components of metacognition: the metacognitive knowledge and metacognitive regulation. Metacognitive knowledge means what students know about their learning, about personal strengths and weaknesses, effective strategies, task requirement, when and why to use certain approaches. Example, I memorize better when I write notes. And then, metacognitive regulation, it is how students manage their learning. For example, for their planning, monitoring, evaluating. Example, this strategy isn't working, I need to try another approach. Together, this creates self-directed learners. Building a metacognitive classroom culture. A metacognitive classroom is a classroom that encourages questioning, normalizes mistakes as learning tools, values strategy over speed, promotes reflection regularly, praises effort and revision. Teacher shifts from asking what is the answer to how did you arrive at your answer. Metacognition transforms classroom from instruction spaces into thinking laboratories. When students learn how to think about their thinking, they become lifelong learners. So why metacognition matters in the classroom? Metacognition helps students improve comprehension, strengthen problem solving, increase academic performance, and develop critical thinking, build independence, and reduce learned helplessness. Without metacognition, students rely on teachers. Now, let's talk about multiple intelligences theory by Howard Gardner, 1983. Howard Gardner proposed this theory to challenge the traditional belief that intelligence is only a single ability measured by IQ test. He argued that intelligence is not fixed and consists of 8 distinct types, each representing different ways people learn, think, and understand the world. Every person has a unique combination of these intelligences. No one is strong in all, nor weak in all. The first type of intelligence is linguistic intelligence, or word smart. It is the ability to use language effectively, both spoken and written. And then the second one is logical mathematical intelligence. It is number smart or reasoning smart. It is the ability to think logically, analyze problems, work with numbers, and see patterns. And then the third type of intelligence is visual spatial intelligence or picture smart. It is the ability to visualize the world accurately, think in images, and understand space and direction. And then the fourth type of intelligence is bodily kinesthetic intelligence or body smart. It is the ability to use one's body skillfully to express feelings or solve problems, good coordination. And then the fifth intelligence is musical intelligence or music smart. It is the ability to recognize rhythm, pitch, tone, and sound patterns. And then the sixth type of intelligence is interpersonal intelligence or people smart. It is the ability to understand and interact well with other people. And then the seventh type of intelligence is intrapersonal intelligence or self-smart. It is the ability to understand oneself, own thoughts, feelings, strengths, weaknesses, and goals. And then the last one is naturalist intelligence or nature smart. It is the ability to recognize, categorize, and understand living things in nature.